Hi, I'm Kathy Swanson, and this is my friend
Suzanne Reed.
And we are here today as volunteers for the Friends of the Dillon Ranger District, doing a ranger patrol at North 10 Mile Canyon Trail. Well, this trail looks like it's in pretty good shape.
You know, it's amazing how after they cut all the trees. Well, our job is, as Kathy said, we're volunteers, but our job primarily is outreach and education. So as we're hiking along the more popular trails here, we try to meet and greet people. People might have questions about wildlife that they might see. They might have questions about what wildflowers are they going to see, or maybe suggestions for another trail. I'll just share with you, we're volunteers, and we do have I don't know if you've seen one of these rec guides.
All right. Pretty.
Hi there. You guys having a good hike?
The funny thing, you know, we run into people we know, which is great.
No.
Another part of being a ranger patroller, though, is assessing the trail conditions and reporting back to the Dillon Ranger District if there are trees that are across the trail that need to be removed, if the trail is eroding. But also we keep statistics about the trail usage, how many people we encounter, how many animals, all of those things, because the Ranger District doesn't have enough people employed to be able to be out on all the trails all the time.
We have 60 volunteers who are out on the trails all summer long. Last year we contacted more than, 4,000 people, sharing information, answering questions.
If you want a trail where you get up high in the mountain and overlook everything, Mount Royal right there. So you were panning for gold up here somewhere?
Yeah, there's really not. I've gotten a couple flakes. That's all there's going
So do you have a pan?
Hi there.
in my backpack.
Yeah, all right.
Very cool. I learned something. He would be a great guy to have volunteer because he knows, the county.
Yeah.
Sounds like that.
Yeah, and he's got the time now.
Yeah.
So.
One of the things that always gets people to ask us questions is, well, why are you wearing hard hats? We've had a lot of interesting conversations about that with people. But the reason is the Forest Service requires it because here in Summit County we've had what's called the pine beetle, and a lot of our lodgepole pine trees have been affected by that, and they are dying or dead and falling on the trail. So it's to mitigate the hazard of the falling trees. But we have come to find out that it really is a great conversation starter.
It is. We only do it in the summertime, although in the winter there's a program that is called Ski with a Ranger, and that takes place at Copper Mountain. We go through a refresher training before we start every year, and we are required to do a minimum number of hikes, which is 4 hikes, and they have to be at least 4 hours long. We get a list of trails that they are suggested that we patrol, and then after each day that we do the ranger patrol, we submit our report to the Friends of the Dillon Ranger District, or if there are some trees down, there's a person from the Forest Service that we contact with that information.
People like to fish up there, and if you look way up, you'll be able to see, there's a pass.
Well, it's one of those things that people like to say in Summit County is, we benefit so much from the beauty around us, and we just want to be able to somehow give back in our community, and this is a great way to do it. Plus, it's just lots of fun to be out there hiking, and we'd be out there hiking anyway, so we might as well be doing something worthwhile in addition to just getting the exercise. Do you have a good hike?
Yes.
Yeah. Great. Love just how.
I am a firm believer in volunteerism. The Ranger Patrol is a big part of FDRD in addition to trail maintenance. So as I love to talk to people, I love to share our enthusiasm of this area, but I also like to let them know that a big part of the condition of the trails and the beauty that we have here and the access to the beauty is because we have volunteers out helping the Forest Service maintain what we have so that we can continue to enjoy it forever.